Hello and welcome back. Tonight's practice is all about twisting to unwind any stuck tension in the body. So for this practice, you may wish to have a block or two, but it's not absolutely essential. We'll begin in a comfortable seated position. So if you want to elevate your hips or use any props to get comfortable, then go for that. And take a moment to close your eyes. And just think about any stuck emotions or tension that you might feel within your body that you'd like to unwind and release tonight. Maybe take a quick scan of your body, starting from your toes and working up to your head, to find any areas where you might be holding on to tension tighter than you'd like to. And then perhaps set an intention to allow yourself to unwind that tonight, to wring it out with your twisting practice. And then when you're ready, we'll jump right into it so you can open your eyes and take your right fingers behind your right hip. Draw your left hand to your right knee and grow tall through your spine with an inhale. Exhale, rotate and twist to your right. And in this first twist of the practice, just let it be a gentle, mild one, maybe not moving to your fullest range of motion. So inhale, grow a little bit taller, and exhale, maybe now spiral a little bit further. Keep this rotation in your body and sweep your right arm up to the sky. Elongate and lengthen out of your right fingertips. And as you exhale, gently lean and reach toward your left knee. Create length through your side body and maintain the rotation of your torso, twisting open toward the right. Root your right sit bones toward the floor and stretch your right fingertips away from them. Take a full deep breath here. And on your exhale, release your right hand to your left knee. Round your back body, draw your chin towards your chest, and center your torso between your legs. Soften your shoulders away from your ears, and let your shoulder blades gently draw apart from each other. On an inhale, slowly round up through the spine. You can keep your right hand where it is and release your left fingertips behind your left hip. Grow tall through your back body and exhale, spiral and rotate towards your left. Again, maybe not the deepest twist of your whole practice, but starting to warm up the musculature and the discs of your spine. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, spiral and twist. Now maintain this rotation in your torso, and inhale, sweep your left arm to the sky. Root down into your left sit bones and reach and lengthen your side body as you lean toward your right knee. Stretch and lengthen out of your left fingertips and keep this rotation in your torso as you twist your chest toward the ceiling. And take a deep breath in. And exhale, release your left hand to your right knee. Again, round your back body, draw your chin towards your chest, and move your shoulder blades apart from each other. Hug your navel in towards your spine, create a deep C curve in your whole back body. And on your next inhale, slowly round up through your spine, unwind your arms. Remove any props that you might be sitting on and cross your ankles to roll forward onto all fours. And find a neutral tabletop position with your shoulders aligned over your wrists and your hips aligned over your knees. On an inhale, sweep and extend your right arm up toward the sky. And exhale, spiral and twist your right arm underneath your left, threading your needle to release your shoulder and your cheek to a prop or the floor. You're more than welcome to stay as you are, or if you'd prefer, you can rise to your left fingertips, stabilize your balance, and then reach your left arm to the sky. Bend your elbow and release the back of your hand either to your lower back or maybe hook it around to catch a hold of your inner right thigh. If you take this bind, use it to spiral you deeper into the twist. So roll your left shoulder down your back and peel and rotate your heart open toward the sky. Take a deep breath in. And if you reach the left arm behind you, slowly unwind it and place it back down to the floor. Root down into that palm to rise back up into a neutral tabletop. Inhale, sweep your left arm to the sky. And exhale, sweep it underneath your right to release your shoulder and your cheek to a prop or the floor. Maybe stay as you are, or you can rise to your fingertips and sweep your right arm up toward the sky. Bend your elbow deeply and release the back of your hand either to your lower back, or if it's available, you can catch a hold of your inner left thigh. And if you take this bind, let it spiral you deeper. Roll your right shoulder down your back and peel your chest further open toward the sky. Take a full deep breath in. And if your right arm is behind you, exhale, slowly release it back down to the floor. Root down into your palm to rise back up into a neutral tabletop. Step your hands forward, roughly one palm's distance. Spread your fingers wide, root down into your palms. Tuck your toes underneath and send your sit bones high into downward facing dog. Create an upside down V shape with your body. Now you're more than welcome to keep your knees bent a little or a lot, or if it feels appropriate, you can start to straighten and extend through your legs. Press down into your fingertips, send your sit bones high to the sky. Take a baby step to walk your feet slightly further forward toward the top of your mat, maybe 1 or 2 steps in, shortening your down dog stance. And root down firmly into your right hand. Draw in on your belly, stabilize your base, and rise to your left fingertips. Spiral and rotate your chest toward the right side of your mat and look underneath your right armpit. And then you can stay like this, or maybe take your left hand to your right thigh, your shin, or maybe your ankle, and rotate and peel your chest a little bit further toward the right. Root down firmly into your right hand and continue to spiral inside your torso. Take a full breath in. And exhale, slowly unwind. Release your left hand back down to the floor. Stabilize your base, root down into your left hand, and spiral and twist your torso toward your left. Look underneath your left armpit, and maybe rise to your right fingertips. Become light in this hand. You're welcome to stay as you are, or if it's available, you can take your right hand to your left thigh, your shin, or your ankle, and spiral and twist your whole chest to face toward the left. Press down firmly into your left hand and send your sit bones high to the sky, and then rotate and spiral around this. Take a full breath in, and exhale, slowly unwind. Release your right hand to the floor, walk your feet back into your neutral downward facing dog. On an inhale, sweep your right leg straight up toward the sky, draw in on your belly, and exhale, step your foot forward and place it next to your right pinky on the outside of your right hand. Release your back knee to the floor and either rise up to fingertips or props. You're welcome to rest onto blocks here. Elongate and lengthen your whole back body. Sink the weight of your hips toward the floor and stretch the crown of your head in the opposite direction. You can keep your whole right foot grounded to the floor. If it feels better for you, you can roll to the pinky side of your foot and open your knee out wide. And maybe take your right hand to your right thigh, spiraling and rotating open toward the right side of your mat. You're welcome to stay here, or if you'd like, you can bend into your back knee And catch a hold of your foot either with a strap wrapping around the foot or maybe with your hand. And gently draw your heel in towards your seat. Continue to rotate and peel open through your chest. Sink the weight of your hips further toward the floor. Take a deep breath in. If you have a hold of your back foot, very gently release it. Unwind your twist and draw yourself back to neutral. Plant your palms to the floor, tuck your back toes underneath, and send your hips up high into downward facing dog. Elongate and lengthen your spine once again. And inhale, reach your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your foot forward and place it on the outside of your left hand. Soften your back knee to the floor and either rise up onto props or fingertips. Root your hips down toward the earth and elongate your spine away from them. You can either keep your left foot planted to the floor or roll to the pinky side of that foot, opening your knee toward the side of your mat. From here, draw your left hand to your left thigh and spiral and twist your chest open toward the left side of your mat. You're more than welcome to stay as you are, or if you'd prefer, you can bend into your back knee and either loop a strap around your back foot or catch a hold of the foot with your hand and gently draw your heel towards your seat. All the while, spiral and rotate your chest to twist your heart open toward the left side of your mat. Take a full breath in. And if you have a hold of that back foot, gently release it down toward the floor. Unwind your twist, plant your palms down firmly onto the mat, tuck your back toes underneath, and send your hips high to the sky in downward facing dog. Create length through your spine. Root down into your left leg, and inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your foot forward and through and place it next to your right thumb. Soften your back knee down to the floor. And again, you can either rise onto blocks or maybe fingertips to find lots of length in your spine. Relax the weight of your hips toward the floor. Create length through your back body and twist and rotate your chest open toward the right. Send your right arm up toward the sky. Spiral and rotate from deep inside your belly. Take a full breath in, and exhale, unwind your twist. Release your hands down again to the floor or to props, and tuck your back toes underneath to lift your back knee off the floor. Press down firmly into both feet and stretch and straighten your legs as much as you can. No need to get them actually straight. You're welcome to keep a bend in the knees. Soften your front knee and then slide your back foot in slightly so you can release the heel of your foot to the floor. And turn your toes out roughly to face toward the top left corner of your mat. Again, either have your left hand on a prop or the floor and draw your right hand to your hip. Elongate and lengthen the crown of your head forward in space and send your hips in the opposite direction. Draw in firmly around your belly and spiral and rotate your chest open toward the right and maybe sweep your right arm up toward the sky. Stabilize your breath. Breathe into that twist. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, slowly unwind your twist. Bend your front knee deeply, plant your palms to the floor, and step into your neutral downward facing dog. Create length in your whole back body. On your next inhale, sweep your left leg to the sky. And exhale, step it forward and through to place it next to your left thumb. Soften your back knee to the floor and rise up either on props or fingertips. Sink the weight of your hips toward the mat and lengthen the crown of your head away from it. Draw in around your belly and then spiral and twist to turn open toward the left side of your mat. Sweep your left arm to the sky. Rotate from deep inside your belly. Hug in around your core and let this activation allow for a little deeper twist. Take a full deep inhale And exhale, slowly unwind that twist. Release your hands to frame out your front foot. Tuck your back toes underneath and press the floor away to stretch and straighten your legs as much as you comfortably can. You're welcome to keep the knees bent. Elongate your spine and then soften your front knee to take a slight step forward with your back foot and release your heel to the floor. Turn your toes out roughly to face toward the top right corner of your mat. Squeeze your legs toward each other. Elongate your spine and draw your left hand to your hip. Manually draw your hip toward the back of the mat and stretch the crown of your head away from it. Hug in firmly around your belly and then rotate and twist your chest open toward your left. Maybe reach your left arm up toward the sky. Draw in around your belly. Peel and rotate your right lung to face further toward the left side of your mat for another deep inhale. And as you exhale, slowly unwind that twist. Bend your front knee to plant your palms and step into downward facing dog. Create length in your whole spine to release any tension from your twisting. And on your next inhale, look forward between your hands and slowly baby step. Walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. You're welcome to bend your knees as much as you would like to get there. Once you reach the top, exhale, surrender, and fold forward over your legs. Let your torso become heavy. Let your arms just dangle toward the floor or rest on props or the mat itself. On an inhale, draw your hands to your thighs or your shins and elongate your back body. Stretch your tailbone behind you, reach the crown of your head forward. Exhale, surrender, and fold over your legs. Do this 2 more times. Inhale, lift up halfway, create length in your spine. Exhale, surrender, and release. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold to release. Soften your knees and inhale, lead with your chest. Sweep your arms out and up overhead. Rise all the way up to stand. And then exhale, release your arms down by your sides and find a neutral mountain pose. So walk your feet to touch. Spread your toes wide and root down firmly into the corners of your feet. Draw in on your belly, and then bend deeply into your knees, sink low into a chair pose. Draw your palms to meet at your heart. Squeeze your legs firmly into the midline, and inhale, elongate and lengthen your spine. As you exhale, spiral and rotate to face toward your right. Twist open through the chest, hug in on your belly, and you can either stay up tall or maybe hook your left elbow over your right thigh. Actively press your hands against each other to create a leverage to peel your chest open deeper. Take a full deep breath in. And exhale, slowly unwind your twist, return back to your chair. With your hands at your heart, sink your hips low, draw your belly in. Inhale, grow tall through your spine, and exhale, spiral and twist to your left. Again, you're more than welcome to stay up high, or perhaps hook your right elbow over your left thigh. Actively press your palms against each other, and spiral and twist your heart open toward the left. Continue to squeeze your legs toward each other and stay low in your hips. Inhale, slowly unwind your twist, draw yourself back to chair, sink low into your hips, draw your belly in, squeeze your legs together, and sit your seat a little bit deeper. Inhale, grow tall through your spine, and exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, grow tall, and exhale, release your seat all the way down to the floor. Slide your seat back slightly away from your heels and catch a hold behind your knees. Root down into your sit bones and lift and elongate your spine. Roll your shoulders down your back and ever so slightly draw the tips of your shoulder blades toward each other. Squeeze your legs into the midline. Flex your ankles and flare out through your toes. Kick out through the balls of your feet. And on an inhale, lift one leg off the floor and draw your shin parallel to the mat. Slowly release it back down and then switch sides and lift the opposite leg. Release it back down and lift the opposite. Slowly release and lift the opposite. So continue moving, following your own breath. Maintain length in your back body. Squeeze your legs toward each other. Now you're more than welcome to stay as you are, or perhaps release your hands and interlace your fingers and keep just your index fingers released. And then with each inhale, as you lift your right leg, spiral and twist toward the right. And then as you lift your left leg, spiral and twist toward the left. So follow your own breath, twisting with each lift of the leg. You're more than welcome to continue like this, or if you want to go crazy, you can lift both legs simultaneously, keep them lifted, and just spiral and rotate in your torso. Squeeze your legs toward each other and find rotation in your chest and deep within your core. Take another full deep breath. Even yourself out from side to side. And when you're finished, slowly release your feet to the floor, round your back body, and give yourself a hug. Inhale, slowly lift your head and chest, and find your way down onto your back. Draw your right knee in towards your chest and extend your left leg out long. Gently hug your knee in towards you. And then release your right arm out, either into a cactus shape with your elbow bent, or maybe into a half T with your arm extending out from your shoulder. And hold on to the outer edge of your knee with your left hand. On an inhale, draw your leg closer towards your body. And as you exhale, release it across your body toward the left side of your mat. You can turn your head in any direction that feels nice for your neck. Maybe even look straight up toward the sky. Soften both shoulders down to the floor and maybe close your eyes. Surrender into this gentle supine twist. On your next inhale, slowly unwind that twist. Draw yourself back to center and switch legs. Stretch your right leg out long and draw your left knee toward your chest. Give it a gentle hug to draw your leg closer towards your body. And then release your left arm out either into a cactus shape or a half T. Take a hold of the outer edge of your knee with your right hand. And inhale, draw the leg closer towards you. And exhale, move it across your body toward the right side of your mat. You're welcome to rest it over a prop or release it to the floor. Soften both shoulders down to the mat, and you can keep your gaze up on the ceiling, or maybe turn your head to one side if that feels good for your neck. Maybe close your eyes. And in this final twist of your practice, allow yourself to wring out anything that you no longer need. Take another full breath. And slowly draw your knee back to center. Hug both knees towards your chest and give yourself one final big hug. You may want to make circles with your knees or sway your hips gently from side to side. Give your body whatever it's asking for right now. And then whenever you feel ready, let everything go. Stretch your legs forward in front of you. Release your arms by your sides. Close your eyes and surrender into Shavasana. Allow this to completely unwind your day and completely unwind your practice. Let everything soften and release into the floor. And of course, you're welcome to stay here for as long as you would like. This is where I will leave you tonight. Thank you for sharing your practice with me, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.